What is going on? Welcome back to Trading Stocks. Today is May the 9th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers, and go over everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, initial jobless claims came in, not necessarily the best data. 231 versus 212 the forecast. But this is where you know the market is messed up, because even though this is bad data, I think the market is wanting bad data to really justify rate cuts sooner. So it's one of those weird things that any data point coming out, you always have to correlate it with what the Feds might be doing as far as interest rates. So again, like I said, even though this is bad data, the futures are somewhat reacting in a positive way. So we'll just have to wait and see what does come out from that. Fear and greed index is at 40, so somewhat stabilized from yesterday. So it was going down to, I think, about 37, 38 yesterday. And then aside from that, a lot of the companies that I'm going to be talking on are correlated with this. So this week for their earnings has been kind of a shit show, pardon my French. It's been all over the place. And so yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like I said, aside from companies unveiling their earnings, it is a very technical driven week. So that has really been somewhat helping SOFI somewhat. So today, no news, no SEC filings, nothing like that. It is up slightly, so reacting to that recent data that just came out and just piggybacking off of the broader market. But for today, just watch for this 7-11 to be that next strong resistance point, and hopefully for SOFI to get above that. As I said yesterday, a lot of the data points are signaling that SOFI does want to go up. It just needs a nice little gentle push above that. And so in theory, it can actually trade between the 711 and 750 in the short term. But again, it needs that nice little push to get above this pivot point. Moving on, Plug Power did unveil their earnings. It is down 7.54%. If you're looking at trading this company with it at $2.34, it is trading between this S1 and the pivot. So 269 will be the resistance point, and then 221 will be the next strong support. In my opinion, I don't really see either of them being touched. Maybe this S1 might be touched if there's a swift downtrend, but I don't anticipate it actually to be broken and for it to stay within this S2 and this S1. So most likely, it's just going to be trading within this range and relatively boring, if that makes sense. So let me know your thoughts on that. Robinhood did unveil their earnings, kicking ass as usual. So it is up 7%. If you're looking at trading it with it at $19.12, it is trading right above this R1. So throughout the rest of the day, it most likely will flirt with this R1, but definitely want to watch for this to hold. If so, then it's going to trade between this R1 and this R2. So 1998 is going to be that next strong resistance point. If not, like I said, it's just going to be kind of flirting with this R1. This pivot point right here most likely will not be touched whatsoever today. So again, something to keep in mind. Robinhood has been really kicking ass over this last little bit, so maybe something to keep in mind for a long-term investment. Aside from that, Roblox is getting massacred today, so it is down 27.65%. And of course, as I've mentioned in previous videos, all the stocks that I do talk on are getting a lot of volume. So again, something to kind of just be aware of. It's not just small chump change volume. It is a lot of volume getting out of Roblox, getting into Robinhood, and so forth. So Roblox is down 27 and change right now. So with it at $28.58 right now, it is trading between this S2 and this S1. So $30.72 will be that next strong resistance, and then $25.34 will be that next strong support. I don't anticipate this S2 to be touched. If anything, there might be a small recovery with S1 because oddly, a lot of people, or I guess larger institutions, do like Roblox, so maybe this might be one of those stocks that gets bought up and touches this S1. And finally, this company right here. So this one is up 33%. Like I said, a lot of volume. An interesting point is because there's no news, no SEC filings, nothing to really justify why this company alone is up that amount. This is what they do. And this once again kind of shows how messed up the market is. Only because somehow the market has a lot of these stocks just popping up when they've done a recent reverse stock split. And so this one did one yesterday, May the 8th, a 1 for 100. So in essence, no rhyme, no reason. So tread very, very cautiously. But right now with it at $4.71. It is trading between this pivot and this R1, so $5.20 will be that next strong resistance point, then $4.41 will be that next strong support. In my opinion, especially due to the lack of news, I feel like this pivot point would be touched. But then again, that's just me. There might be something behind the scenes that's really fundamentally driving this higher. Just it hasn't really made news yet. So something to keep in mind. Like I always do, top picks based on AI. Let's go over that and see what is really going to be good buys, good sells, and everything like that. So starting off, AI is saying VITL is a long. It goes over the explanation right here. Second one is right, VTRS is a long right here. Neither company I've really heard of, but still something to kind of just watch for. ARM is saying is a short due to their lackluster revenue guidance for the 2025 fiscal year. Kind of crazy to think of already, but ticker ZI, so Zoom Info Technologies is a short, and then NIO is a long. So you know what, NIO I was debating to kind of bring up because it is getting a lot of volume as well. So since AI is saying that NIO is a buy, let's bring up NIO just briefly. So NIO is up 2.49%. So kind of having a value rally. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 7 fractional shares of the Mag 7. So kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.